Ni hao, everyone. Welcome to Fun Chinese. Ever wonder how to tell time in Chinese or say, let's go to somewhere together? So for the next few minutes, we're gonna break down the episode 3 and learn all of this plus the culture tips and some fun grammar. Okay, I hope so. Let's watch the video first.
你现在去哪上课？
我去上中文课。
我也上，一起走吧。
好的。
几点了
9点半。
9点35上课，我们快点走吧。
好，听你的。
Okay, short video, very natural tones, but a little bit too quickly for the beginners. So I'm gonna read them slowly and you repeat after me. So let's take the best part of the video and repeat them to see how to got the natural flow of speaking language. Okay? 3、2、1。你现在去哪儿上课？我去上中文课。我也上，一起走吧。好的。几点了？9点半。9点35上课，我们快点儿走吧。好，听你的。Okay, you can practice afterward when you listen to them and maybe play them in the 0.5 speed. But now let's dive into the 汉字 part and see some interesting character writings. Okay, let's see the list. We have quite a few characters, but you can practice them by yourself, or even you don't want to learn how to write them, you can just skip this part. But one thing I want you to keep in mind always is that when you have the left-right structure characters, always write them together. Otherwise, Chinese people will take it as two separate characters. That's why you see all of them are put into a very closed box and they are tightly connected to each other. So when you practice writing, when you just take the quiz, always try to make them together. Okay? See, I'm not even doing it perfectly, but I believe you can do better because I'm using my fingers on the mouse pad. Okay, for the vocab. So starting from lesson 3, you start to see more and more the compound phrase of the words has 2 syllables. So that's a natural thing of the Chinese language. We are character based, but also we have a lot of words after the westernization of the character of the grammar system. So that's the tricky part. You will see some characters, they mean something differently when it by itself or when it's in a certain context. For example, for shang, a lot of people have learned shang is to go up or up. But in the sentence, for example, if you click and flipped, you will see shang also means to take, to go to somewhere. So 我也上课 to go to class. So that's why you really need to practice the sentences and the dialogue of the lesson so you know how to use them and how the meaning changes in the context. it might be a little bit confusing at the beginning because you say, what? Shang means up and Shang means to take. But if you know more, you will see Shang is up and going up. And in many situations, a lot of buildings like school in the earlier time are built in the place with better sunshine and easier to avoid the flood. So they will build uphill. So go up become go to somewhere. And go to somewhere usually is go to school, go to the hospital, go to the public locations, which are built in the higher places. So these kind of things you have to learn it gradually. At the beginning, you may have to memorize, but later you will see how to connect them. The connection will happen afterward. Like Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots backward. Okay, you can practice the rest of them, but this is one example I want to show you. And then let's go to the grammar. The grammar for this lesson focus on the numbers. I know there's a lot of numbers, but for now, let's just focus on 1 to 10 because you're still a beginner, rookie learner. I will just say 1 to 10 slowly with the sign language, a special sign language in Chinese, but you don't have to learn the sign language. It's pretty fun, but it's okay. But you can just, again, listen and think about the characters, okay? 一、二、三、四、五、六、七、八、九、十. Sometimes people say 十 like this, 2, 5, or like this because the character is cross. Okay, so after the numbers, you can look at how to tell time because time is tightly connected to the numbers. You can learn how to ask simply by saying 几点了, then people just answer the 点. Those are clearly written on the website. You can check out later. Okay. And you can learn something more detailed about the different times and the minutes. But basically, telling time is a number plus 点, which you can learn it very easily. Okay, you can do the grammar practice, of course, later. And then let's go to the culture. The culture is really interesting because before the Industrial Revolution or the Western culture introduced to China, we have our own system has 12 时辰 for one day. So 1 时辰 equals to 2 hours. So, and it's also connected to the zodiac and also connected to the 5 elements and also connected to the Chinese own system of the numbers, ordinal numbers from 1 to 10. But that's way too complicated. For now, you just need to know that the 12 时辰 system and also we have adopted the 24-hour system pretty well, and especially for the recent years. So you can read about the modern shift and compare the different cities, the rural area and the city area. That's pretty fun to look at. So after all, that's a breakdown for today's grammar and the culture tips and also the pronunciation of lesson 3. But hey, watching video is only an entry point. If you want to learn everything in system and more completely, you will go to the website and learn these. Plus, if you're more advanced, you can always go to the HSK system and learn all the writing, reading, vocab, sentence about the HSK. In plus, it will help you to prepare for the HSK tests. So you can not only just enjoy the spoken language in the mini drama, but also actually master it. Because after all, understanding is only the step 1. Master and speaking them out using your own way. That's the final goal. Well, Thank you for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, or just check out the funchinese321.com to learn more systematically. So see you in the next episode, and we will make learning Chinese fun and one short drama at a time. 再见。